start right back up again. The timbre and pitch of it changes as well each time. Draws your attention. But you don't see the sign of what it might be that's doing all this. But you feel like there's something out there in the darkness moving around. Watching. Another 30 minutes will pass. And you feel a pressure building in the back of your head.
I'll do another lap around the tent, I guess, then when I start feeling that. Since that seems unnecessarily spooky.
You catch something moving out here, but it stops the moment you see it.
I'll cast light on something I can toss and throw it that way.
Fair enough. Your rock strikes the ground. And at first, what you believe to be, it's hard to tell exactly what they are at first. But soon the shape resolves. A variety of twisted figures, like if people were rendered by an artisan, a masonry artist, who only believed in straight line form. So people with flat faces and blocky cubic arms, their bodies covered in black fluids that drip from the edges. All stand motionless.
I'm gonna detect divinity. See if anything pops out with that.
Yes. Corruption.
Huh. I'm gonna wake up Marv's here before combat starts. See what he thinks about this situation.
You do.
I don't know what I think about the situation. If I'm being told that there's just spooky noises and a lot of rain and wind, I have no idea.
No, there's also spooky Minecraft
people.
characters.
Oh, that's
There's
right.
flat people.
Alright.
Flat Stanley's attacking.
Oh, well. Huh. I mean, are
Weird.
they attacking? I mean, they're just chilling out right now, right?
Standing there menacingly.
Yeah.
Completely motionless, aside from the black ooze that's dripping off their joints.
Jojo posing.
Yep. I mean, this turned out well for me last time, so I guess I'll just gently huck a rock in their general direction.
It lands, unless you're aiming for one of them.
No, I'm actually aiming like to not hit one of them, just in their general direction.
You hear something moving around in the air above, but they remain motionless.
Oh, uh, if I look up, can I see anything?
Give me a perception. Nice perception.
Hmm.
You follow the feeling. It's like tracking a breeze. And in fact, there is something uh, on the cliff above you. The barest hint of a silhouette. It looks to be somebody who's wearing tattered clothes. They're being nearly blown and shaken apart by the strong wind and rain.
Hmm. Are they just also menacingly standing there? Do they look like they're cowering and in trouble?
They're just standing there, looking
Uh,
down. You can see two tiny pinpricks of light.
oh. Well, I don't know how loud this rain is, but I suppose I'll call out them and ask him
It's pretty loud.
yeah, what his deal is. Why are you staring at us like this? That's not what
Figured
anyway.
to respond, but to tilt its head.
Huh. I'll just, I mean, hmm. I suppose I'll approach him. Not in a threatening manner. I just want to see what he is.
Feel free. It's
Right.
on the map.
Oh, is it? It is on the. Okay. As soon as I can untarget myself. Okay, there we go. Uh, where? Oh, it's over there. Okay. I suppose I'll get about like to there. Just can I see him any more clearly?
No, he's still
Huh.
about 60 feet up.
Oh well. Is there anything for me to climb on to get closer down?
The rock face.
Yeah, I suppose I'll try and climb up. Is I don't have a good layout of how the rock is. I would like to climb up then, but
You got it. Any of those
uh,
lines
yeah.
or camp, those are sheer rock faces that go straight up.
Okay, so right. I guess I'll climb up to him.
Okay. All right. Give me an athletics.
Hmm. Woof.
Do you have any sort of climbing gear?
I have some. I have a grappling hook, and I have an any tool. I don't really know if I can. I guess I could make that into some kind of like a ice pick or something, but other than that, just a grappling hook.
Fair enough. Um, okay. You get to work, slowly making your way up the cliff face. Each time you look up, it continues staring down at you. You swear it's moved a few times, but every time you stop to watch it, it's motionless.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
You're not sure you like that as you
Hmm.
advance to the lip. It's only some 10, 15 feet away now. You can start making out some details despite the extremely dim lighting conditions. Your night vision starts kicking in earnest now that you've been away from a light source for a little bit. It appears a peasant in robes, long, matted hair, greasy and chopped irregularly, which is being almost attempted to being ripped off its head violently through the wind.
Hmm.
And then it goes for its tattered, holy, patch-worn robes. You can't make out much of the features of the face, but for the two burning white-hot embers in its eye sockets that stare
Oh,
coolly down at you.
well, I'll ask him if he's okay when I'm about 10 feet away from him.
Give me a religion.
Sure thing. It's as I say, I'm fully aware I'm probably talking to something that either has no idea what I'm saying or doesn't care, but as soon as I can find it. I swear they're in alphabetical order and I still right there, okay. Not terrible.
You think you know what this is?
Hmm.
Reynald, did you share the results of your of your of your test?
Yeah, sure.
So you know that this is what's going on here is somehow Zahulu aligned, and that is
Get me
some
the
critical.
fuck out of here, dude. Oh wait, I don't have that anathema anymore, do I?
Nope,
Oh, thank God. All right.
you're using it specifically to power you. You are fueled by Zahulu's hate. So, what this is an undead. Specifically, it is a wraith.
Oh.
It
Oh.
writes down.
Oh. The moment I get close enough to identify it as a wraith, I'm going to just kind of repel my way back down this rock face rather quickly.
Give me reflex save.
Alright.
It is not complete to let you leave so quickly.
Unfortunate.
That would be a 20 on that reflex save because he isn't clumsy anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's almost enough, but it moves with surprising speed, seeming to almost disappear and reappear right in front of you as you're preparing to jump down the rock face.
Well, I think my AC is also down a little because of the stuff. I
Yeah,
think
because it
it's
lowers his dex, so it should be higher, I think.
Let me double check your effects. Should be clearing those.
I don't know.
I'm not seeing it on the character sheet, but might still be applying it. Yeah, it's still definitely applying clumsy for some reason.
Wait, can I? Hold on.
Here, let me turn it on and off.
Can I just?
Okay, and then off. Wait, nope, not that.
I have an option to just delete the. It doesn't delete them, but it asks me if I want to.
Did they go away just then?
No, I have clumsy and enfeebled still. It's just the 3 now. Again.
Okay, go ahead and delete them. It must be tied to one of your other tokens somewhere in the game.
No, I can't. That's what I say. It asks me if I want to, but here. Let me just try refreshing the page. I'd imagine that's server side stuff, so I'd imagine I wouldn't be able to affect it just by refreshing, but
Fair enough, fair enough.
we shall see.
With that AC, it misses you, and almost as if it's allowing the storm to suddenly take effect, it'll just into smoke.
Alright, well.
Blasted apart by the rain.
Let me see if the effects are still. Nope, effects are gone now. Alright.
Alright, cool.
Well, I will like to retrieve my climbing equipment, run back to the tent, and inform people that Reno, at least, that there is a wreath, or there was a wreath up there, and I can only assume all the other faces out there are wreaths, and we should probably either not disturb them or move.
Pretty sure those aren't wraiths.
Well, I'm just assuming that just offhandedly because I am spooked, but
Fair.
I'm gonna cast Spirit Sense and see if I see anything.
Yes.
Nice.
Important information. All of these things down here, none of those are spirits.
Oh.
Do I see anything up in the area where the Wraith was?
Nope.
Huh.
Oh, I think that wreath is gone. I don't know where it went, but
Yeah, I guess Mars can go back to bed for right now.
uh, suppose yeah. I guess I'll just lay back.
It's your shift in an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
May that comfort you to your sleep.
Yeah. Just lay there with my eyes wide open for approximately 1 hour.
Okay, so Reynolds,
Mhm.
back to you. You are left to your devices with a sudden art exhibit outside.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep an eye on where the Wraith was and where the art exhibit is and see if anything moves from them.
You bear down on it, daring any of them to move, but they remain motionless, as if they were just made out of stone and little more. You refuse to believe this, of course.
Somebody has just in the night ran up and just shoved up a bunch of like very realistic statues.
An hour passes. Give me a fortitude save. You stare through the wind. Your nose and your cheeks are getting numb now, but you continue to piercingly gaze at the statues beyond, and they stubbornly refuse to move. Before long, it's the end of your shift, and it is time to go retrieve Marv. So, Susan.
Is somebody playing Factorio?
Yes.
No.
I was gonna ask, yeah, because I could hear the noises.
I keep hearing the
God damn it, I knew it.
noises too.
Yeah. I heard those sounds and I had, flashbacks from the time when I would spend, all day every day for a good week playing that. And, we don't need to revisit that time in my life.
Indeed.
You wake up Marv, Reynal, and when you look back out, two of the statues have moved.
Oh, that's it. We're fucking smashing these statues.
Yeah, I was gonna
Take the fight to them. Diplomacy has failed.
Waking up Vincent, he's good at smashing.
Yeah.
Am I not awake?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll wake up Chaos since it seems like combat.
Everybody
Yeah.
wakes up but me? You're like, no,
No,
he's
I'll-
fucking worthless. Yeah, get him. He
He's
can
not
stay
gonna
asleep.
smash
Everything
us
will be
back,
fine
dude.
after. Yeah.
What's he gonna
If
do? Fucking Crisis of Faith it?
I mean, if I have seen one of those statues is moved, I would attempt to throw a rock at it with the intent of actually hitting it this time.
No one
It
told
hits
me
with
they're wraiths.
a distressingly fleshy thud.
Oh, alright.
No one tell me they're undead, or else I have to invoke the disc of self-defense.
No, these aren't
well.
undead. They're statues.
Okay, cool.
They're just leaky and possibly made of flesh.
Yeah. Flesh golems, got you. That's not That's fine. That probably doesn't go against my anathema.
This is like freaking Rimworld level. Somebody has just made statues made of human parts.
Hey, it's what's required to get through the depression.
That's exactly right.
So going around and breaking up all the statues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. They break apart and are felled quite easily by your blows. Before long, they're just a pile of rubble.
Fleshy rubble or just like regular rubble?
Um, the rock is warm, and when you hold it, it beats.
Oh,
Incredible.
it's like meat that made of wreck.
Rock meat.
Uh,
Like
Would
you'd get from a rock lobster.
yeah, exactly.
The worst rocks do. But yeah, they're all destroyed.
All right.
Yeah,
Uh,
I guess if they're all broken, I'll go to bed. It's
yeah,
my shift now.
Fair enough.
yeah. I would like to take a piece of one of them, and I'm not like I just want to set it like right, right here,
Yeah.
and then I will just watch the rest of it. I just want to see what happens to it.
Fair enough. Yeah, you grab a piece and set it right there where you got a good eye on it,
Mm.
and settle in for your shift.
Mm.
It's tempting to focus exclusively on it, but of course there are other dangers, and so you try to keep your ears peeled at the very least, which is hard to do amongst all of the rain and wind. But nonetheless, you give it the good college try. It's about an hour and 40 minutes in. Give me perception.
All right. I hold on. Let me just. Is there a way to roll perception from the quick bar thing?
Yes, it's listed under attributes.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Get.
Pay attention to those statues to the south. I will go ahead and update you.
All right. Oh well.
You're updated.
Oh it. Oh, okay. Well, did anything happen to that piece of statue that I pulled off of one of them?
Still there.
Is it okay? Uh, well, I would like to very tentatively go up to the statue that has just apparently winked out of existence and see if anything is still there.
All of the debris is missing.
Well, that's distressing. Alright. I suppose I'll come back up and continue watching.
Fair enough. Another 30 minutes passes. Your narrowed eyes basically try to burn the rocks from your sight, but they stubbornly refuse. Dawn is approaching, and it is now the shift of Vincent.
No more statues have gone missing or anything, right, in those 30 minutes.
Nope.
Alright.
They all still broken or like?
Presumably,
They're still broken.
okay. I'll just inform him of that after getting him up and about the piece of statue that I put up on where our camp is for science. And, yeah,
Science.
yep.
You tell him that, and when you turn around,
Yep.
all of the debris is gone.
Well,
Where-
okay.
Which one am
All
I
of it?
missing
Oh,
Except
well.
the rock in front of the tent.
Oh, well. Wait a
Just that?
minute. Okay, so I'll just point at the wreck that I've picked up and set down there, and after having gone back, I would like to go back down there one more time and inspect the area where the rubble was and see if it's just invisible or something, because I'm honestly willing to expect anything at this point.
Give me a perception.
Sure.
You
Oh,
try, but it's already hard with it being a hard rock surface and it being basically pitch black, um, and the howling wind and the rain. All of it is fighting against you, trying to figure out what's going on here. Unfortunately, you're not quite sure what happened,
hmm.
except
Well,
that it's just all absent.
Well, I'll just mention that either I am going completely crazy, which is entirely possible, or all the statues disappeared. Except for this one little piece that I broke off.
Is this little piece still warm and
Yeah.
throbbing?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's starting to ooze a black liquid.
Oh,
Lovely.
It
Yeah.
smells like rotten eggs.
yeah. Well, good luck.
Where's everyone sitting up? Have we been sitting up inside the tent and just going outside every couple minutes, or what have we been doing?
That's the shift.
yeah, yeah, I think we've just been all laying in the tent, and then somebody goes out, watches for a while, and goes back in.
Yeah, but like, it's cold outside, right? So have you guys been
Yes.
like,
I don't know, I've just been had winter clothing and huddled up in a corner.
outside the
Angry,
tent?
angry bun.
Inside.
Oh,
Oh.
inside the tent. Okay.
Vincent,
Yep.
the hint of a new day is dawning on the horizon, but it is slow and plodding. It takes many hours for the sun to slowly rise. And as it does, the rain starts to drop off. And you start noticing something weird. Um, oh, sorry, hang on. There we go. Still coming in, but not nearly as strong. There are absences in the kind of makeshift river that is running down to the right into the valley. Just areas where the water is avoiding.
Invisible statues. I see.
It doesn't look to be the same amount of displacement as the rubble that you guys made last night. At least from a distance, it doesn't seem to occupy the same amount of space.
Sure, it's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
I will take that as permission to give myself hero points.
Narrator, and then the worst possible thing happened.
uh,
Invisible predators came and killed the entire party.
give me a perception. Nice. After a couple of minutes staring at it, it starts to resolve in your head. You start to figure out what it is. It's unusual because it's not like it's. To clarify, this is a hard rock surface, right? So uh, it's not like this is dirt or anything. Despite that, there are footprints, or rather, there are footprints that should be there, which water is avoiding.
Invisible predators came to kill the party. I see. Are they? Are they?
Well, if each footprint does represent the location of one of these creatures, they have multiplied by at least 8 times.
Are they like foot-sized indentations, or like? Okay. And it's over here where there's water running off the cliff.
It's running from here to this way. So basically, you're looking down at a tiny, like inch deep river down there right now, and like there were invisible rocks in the river, it's bending around footprints.
Can I get some like maybe some loose dirt or something and just kind of tuck it over there?
Yeah, sure. The dirt will land in the footprint, and will get immediately washed away by water.
So new, or the dirt lands in the footprint area, and then the water comes where the footprint was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it for a second.
That's fair.
Let's see if I have something for this. Detect spooky ghosts.
Just begin exorcism. Are there ghosts? Doesn't matter. Exercise.
Stare intimidatingly at what could possibly be ghosts.
Give me an intimidate.
Menacing.
All the footprints vanish.
Wow.
You scared
That's
me.
much worse. That's much worse than what. That made it so much worse.
Oh,
At
You
least
s-
I knew where they were before. Now they just disappeared.
you scared all the footprints off.
That's so much worse. Okay, I'm going back to the tent.
Fair
Don't like
enough.
it.
Oh, new detail about the rock. It's wet. Not just with ichor, but like water is just appearing over it, flowing over its surface, and then disappearing.
That's
What
wreck.
was it? Like the rack that I
This
picked
one.
up and put on the thing, or the rack that we're just got set up our tent on?
The one that you guys grabbed and put in front of the tent.
Okay.
I glare intimidatingly at the rock that's now wet.
Sure. You do so.
It's the worst that could happen. Then the worst possible thing happened. Then the rock disappears. Yep.
Nothing happens.
Average intimidation.
Spend about 2 hours threatening the surrounding area.
I figured that's most of the lookout job anyway, is just looking threateningly or at the surrounding area.
It's certainly a way to do it.
Yeah.
And thankfully, the sun decides to come out.
I always forget that I'm resistant to negative damage and damage dealt by undead. I always forget this. It's such an important part of my kit, and I just forget it every single week.
I'm going to go ahead and turn off that light now.
Very bright.
And the weather begins to clear. And it is time for everyone to wake up.
Share the stories of regale the tales of spooky river footprints. See if anyone else wants to make something out of it.
As the rain stops, the water slowly stops being a river. And let me mark them. As the water washes away, some of it decides to stick and remain. Revealing at least 9 distinct sets of feet, all pointed inwards to where you were sitting. Just insulated. The water refuses to move.
So it's footprints, or there's water surrounding where feet would be?
It's the inverse. Instead of leaving an absence of water, now there's water where there shouldn't be.
Water elementals.
A whole crowd of them, no more than 7 feet away from where you were sitting.
I'm gonna walk back inside and put on my armor before we do anything else.
It's gonna be one of those days.
That's why I've hit the point where I just put on my armor at the beginning of every watch.
I
That's
mean,
true. You know, if my watch is the last one of the day, then I can just put on my armor at the start of the watch. And then I'm good to go.
I think you can sleep in armor, right? It just makes you fatigued when you wake up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Basically makes it so you can't sleep.
Put on my
Well, I
armor.
think there are some of the light armors I think you can sleep in.
Yep.
Hmm.
Armor you can sleep in.
And I think there might be a rune for it.
There are some feats that let you do it too. So yeah, that's now a decoration outside the tent.
Hmm.
Everyone is up. It is now 10 in the morning.
Hmm.
It's a cold, but not as cold as the prior day. And it's time to start breaking down your camp and getting ready to get a move on.
Kind of, I guess, sort of. I have those hand grips of ghost touch on them, and I suppose you don't have to use them to hit things.
Allows
If
you
I
to interact with anything incorporeal.
yeah, if I were to put my hand over where one of those footprints are, I'm not shoving somebody in me.
When you touch it, it's like you popped in a soap bubble. It is
No.
the water
Well.
floats away.
Oh well. Okay. I just killed a footprint. Woof.
Hear you.
Alright. I suppose continue breaking down camp then.
Fair enough. You pack up the tent and kick over the pitten holes that you've made and had to hammer into the hard rock. Gather your packs and strap everything down. Finish your daily prayers and preparations of arcana, and get ready to set out for the day. But the scene continues to linger in the back of your head. What was it that you saw last night? Will you see it again? Questions for later. For now, the road calls. And
I
you
think that's your cue, Vincent.
Sorry?
That's Vincent's cue to roll a survival.
Yep.
Been better.
It's difficult to follow the trail of this cart, and it's not too long before you lose it. However, you're still a few miles in, and there's only one real path that it could be going. So even without the depressions, you're sure that they must be on this road somewhere. You begin your long march through the mountains. It takes much more effort to travel through the uphill and hilly and mountainous environment. So unfortunately, you don't make nearly as much progress before it is, unfortunately, sunset again. You can still see in the distance, now some 2 miles below you, lightly covered in the fog, rolling in, the campsite that you had last night. You've kind of snaked around and upwards. So, do you wish to press on through the night, or do you wish to camp here?
We probably should not walk through the night. I mean,
Oh. I mean, we keep stopping and we keep getting ambushed. I feel like we should just we either going to get ambushed when we have camp set up, or we're gonna get ambushed on the road. I feel like the road is significantly safer.
yeah, but do you want to be
Yeah, I mean, then we get
exhausted? I mean,
fatigued and tired and whatnot.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'd say camp.
Hmm.
I would prefer camping. I don't want to be exhausted.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Give me a survival and a stealth.
I'm also gonna do this for undead in the center of the camp.
All right. 24 hours. Okay. Good to know. Which did you choose?
Undead.
Undead. Okay. You have spent some time sanctifying the ground with holy water of Kagosho, which your deity happily provides. And you create a tiny little zone of holy ground. You help set up the tents, get everything broken down and set up. Whom shall be disguising? Although it's much harder to do.
I suppose I will. Pretty good. It's a stealth roll, right? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Unlucky.
Eh.
We're awful at setting up camp.
Yeah,
Like, I think one of us has rolled a 1 every time.
yeah.
Hey, it's better here than on the road, right?
Yeah.
Why can I? Oh, could I roll a check?
Yeah, if you want to.
I'm sorry, I was a little bit out of it there.
Say,
What would it be? It's survival?
No, it
Stealth.
would be stealth.
Stealth. Okay, well, I have less of a bonus than him, but, I didn't roll a 1.
yeah.
You got the exact
I got the same thing, but I didn't roll a 1.
Yeah.
You see Marv doing a weird thing, and you're like, no, do it this way. And you approach it in a different fashion, but wind up producing about the same objective.
It's marginally better.
Basically, you grab some shrubbery and pull it over and kind of just decorate the tent.
Oh.
There's not a whole lot to put on it without like collapsing the roof with rocks, etc.
Just the equivalent of taking like a couple strips of camo duct tape and slapping it on the side. Yeah, this baby ain't going nowhere.
Good news though, you won't be exposed like last night. Reynal, while they were surveying the area, found a tiny little, looks like it's an old bear cave that hasn't been occupied in some time. You can set up camp for tonight if you wanted to.
Sure.
I wouldn't mind as long as there's no bears in there.
I don't believe there are.
Right.
All right, I will start drawing it out for you guys. And then I will move this over. It's going to be a little bit more north. Actually, I can just bring the whole thing down. Yeah. Rather than moving the tent, I'll just move the world. Yay. DM things. Okay, that's more or less the surroundings. Okay, so you guys settle in, and you're back to your shifts. Thankfully, no weather conditions to care about because you're in a cave. So generally, you're not really going to see anything. Which you're happy for because it's starting to get nasty out there. Hail intermixed with the rain would have made the night particularly miserable. Set up our night conditions. Transition to darkness. And it's not quite on the map, but that passageway continues for another about 15 feet and then opens out in both directions.
Mm.
You guys can have a light in here. So, same shifts?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I will crudely draw walls. Because ain't nobody got time for me to draw these perfectly.
No.
Close enough. GIF. I am aware before it comes up that there are holes in the world. Just treat them as if they were solid, even when they are visibly not. So who is up first tonight?
It's Kios.
It's usually me.
Kios, you feel a little weird standing around in this holy ground. It's not like a bad weird. You don't feel like it hates you, etc. But it's a sensation that you feel like you've forgotten lately. Makes you a little bit mournful. Nonetheless, please arrange yourselves for guard duty. All right. Kios. In fact, could everyone please provide me a perception?
Mm.
Thank you.
I think I rolled that twice by accident. One of them's initiative, but same difference.
Yeah, it's all right. I got you. Mars, Kios, and Reynal. Okay. Kios. The wind is howling outside, but it's calm in here. The fury of the sleeting storm outside only reaches your ears by way of the echoing walls of this natural cavern. Its roof dripping somewhat from the high humidity. But otherwise, you have excellent hearing conditions. And there's only one way in, which means that it's easier to guard. Or so you hope. True night falls, and your shift passes without incident. Reynal.
Yep.
It is your shift. Kios will head to bed. I presume that you're giving the cave a once over.
Yep.
You do hear something further down towards the mouth.
We have an actual fire going, like in front of the tent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll cast a light on a pebble and throw it like there, so I can see further down the hallway or the passageway.
Nothing appears to be there.
Okay. So am I not supposed to be able to see that guy?
Oh, yeah, you can see them.
Oh, okay.
In fact, yeah, you've got a good line of sight. Hovering some 40 feet up in the air, staring down at the cave mouth, is the tattered, robed figure from the night before. It seems it is not done with you yet.
Yeah, figured.
You hear a rock clattering behind you.
I'll glance at what that was behind me.
A humanoid statue bleeding a dark ichor, frozen in a pose.
Okay, so they didn't move before when we were looking at them. So I'm gonna look away from the statue, look back at the wraith, and then I'll look back to the statue and see if it's done anything yet.
The following happens.
Cool. Uh-huh. How high up did you say the wraith was?
Currently only about 10 feet because the ceilings aren't as high in here as they were outside, which is the sky.
Okay, I'm gonna searing light the wraith.
That's fair. Right. That is a hit. Roll damage.
Okay, and then it takes an extra 5d6 good if it's undead or a fiend. I guess if it is one of those, then just count the second one as good.
Okay. It takes no damage from the fire. And it takes 21 from the good. As you strike it, it will explode into vapors. And one moment. Let's see, you cast that for 6 seconds, so just wait. Hidden movement.
God, its whole fucking posse showed up.
Just wanted to check us out, and then you hit it, and now it's angry.
Okay.
Way to go.
You look back and you're surrounded.
Huh.
They're all reaching out towards you.
How close would I need to get to one of them to try and get around them to get back into the tent?
Uncomfortably close.
Yeah, figures. Could I cast message on somebody that's asleep?
Yeah.
And have it wake them up? Okay.
Well, I mean, it'd be like you're
Okay.
yelling in your ear, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's an important point. Do you have to be conscious to receive messages? Isn't it just like telepathy?
You have to be conscious for people to speak at you. You just
Well,
have
yeah, all right. Well, my point was like, if you yell at someone, message, is it like you're just, hey, you're in a coma, wake up? Yeah.
on your
Yeah.
success.
Yeah, I'll message Vincent, since I can just catch sight of him through the tent flap.
Vincent, give me a will save.
I
You can't choose to fail because you're asleep.
well,
Uh,
is that good or bad? I mean,
the spell bounces off.
if it
I
makes
didn't
a
think
difference,
message had a save.
I don't have a +1 from the Shadow Ghoul-hide armor. If it makes a difference, okay.
It does.
That's it.
Oh, I see. I thought. Oh, message isn't telepathy. It just it act. Okay.
Yeah, no, sending is telepathy. Message
Yeah.
is just you say
Hey.
it.
Yeah. Okay. It's like
Basically,
projecting a.
you move your audio source over to somebody's ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Basically, you mouth the words, and to them it sounds like you're doing ASMR.
Yep. Yep. Nice.
Please describe that in a different fashion.
Oh,
Like,
oof.
wouldn't it be like a perception check then? I mean,
So you
What-
cast that, and as you do, you catch an unfortunate situation developing. In the tent. The hovering about 2 feet off the ground, it's just the tatters of the wraith below in the windless cave as it stares down at Vincent.
own consent.
Um, since this is probably going to matter, the radius for the consecrated ground would be that.
Yes, and it does not seem to be affecting any of them.
Nice. That's worrying.
Good news, definitely means they're not that they're not undead, or at the very least, they don't care if they are undead.
That is true. Huh.
Marv's is about to punch everyone. He's just going to ragdoll physics glitch out and destroy the surrounding environment. You have only scant seconds to act.
Yep. Yep. Only
Sun
6. I
down.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't do that, by the way. I don't know why that happened, but I have just.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
when I make a burst, it somehow targets everyone for you. Yeah, because it just
Yeah.
didn't begin there for a second. That's weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm gonna take a step forward so I'm in range and then Divine Lance the Wraith.
Fair enough.
And miss. So I
Alright.
shoot
Oof.
Divine Lance through the side of the tent.
It, as you let the last words out, it will reach its hand out towards you, and it will guide your attack down into Vincent. Roll damage.
Okay. Well, at the very least, that might wake up Vincent.
You are awoken by 11 holy damage.
Like taking 11 holy damage.
And there is a distressing thing above you. Its hair is brushing against your nose, feeling wet and coagulated. Currently, everyone else is asleep. And I'm going to go ahead and call this initiative.
Yeah.
Negotiations of the ghost variety have devolved.
I can't. Hold on. No, it did roll initiative. It rolled initiative. Okay. It rolled it 3 times, but it gave me an error twice.
Yeah, my client froze up a bit.
Uh,
Sometimes I
One
hate
of the
scroll
scripts
bar.
has got to be doing a lot of heavy.
okay, if you click the dice on the initiative trigger, I think it's supposed to be 21.
Dice.
Nice.
And Kios.
Am I first?
who's getting critical errors on their initiative? Honestly,
No, you need to roll an initiative. I think is what.
Did I not? I thought I did.
I think you rolled it before the tracker was up.
Oh. Alright, I'll roll it again. I think I rolled the same number.
You got the exact same number. So.
Yeah.
nice.
And if that went through, you're still last. So these people have really high initiative. Oh no, there it is.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, the Wraith decides to act first. It is going to wail the shit out of Vincent.
I thought it was Banshees that wailed.
Okay.
Oh,
Right. I mean, you can do like a 0.5 for that one. It's not.
Nah,
No.
only whole numbers in the pun counter.
Yep.
It's stored as an int, not a float.
You're awoken by a blast of holy energy, and then this thing's hands elongate unnaturally into claws, and it just begins raking on you.
Not good.
Please provide for me a fortitude save.
You said these things weren't undead, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Or, well, the Wraith is.
The Wraith is undead, then the last attack for that doesn't hit.
Nice.
Because he gets a... And everybody gets a +1 to AC, attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving throws.
Vincent, as its claws bite into your shoulder, you feel the heat of your body suddenly drop. All right, and then critical. So it is 15 negative damage. And then 38 negative damage. And then I will need another fortitude save.
Oof.
And drained 2. You feel the heat from your body being torn out and being pulled into its claws, where it pulses into its horrific body. And it seems empowered by this. All right, that is its turn. Right now, everyone's awake in the tent by this point. By the way, that's why everyone's got initiative.
Okay.
It is not being subtle.
How are you looking health-wise after that, Vincent?
Okay, so my max HP dropped, and then I took how much negative damage? 38, and then 17?
38 and then 15.
Which one dropped my max HP? Or that was because I got drained. So what happened
That's because
first?
you got drained.
I gotta math this out. Hold on. So I got hit by damage and then drained, and then hit by damage and then drained again? Or... Okay. So I would have taken a total of 38 plus 15 is 53. So I guess I can just take 104 minus 53. And then my max HP would have dropped after that.
Yeah, don't include the max HP drops. It should be automatically included on your sheet.
I'm about half.
Okay.
About
I
half.
will, I'm gonna 2-action heal Vincent then. So he gains that plus 24. So that is 42.
By the way, if you ever need to do fast math,
Oh, you can just do math in there. I don't have to go to Google Chrome and type those numbers in.
You just fake roll it.
Oh yeah. Wait. How do you?
You just type /r space and then whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I wonder if it. Okay, hold on.
And then I'm gonna stab this statue in front of me.
Yeah, okay.
My last action.
You hit it.
Is this? Oh wait, no. Wait, is this one undead? The one that's attacking me?
Yes, that one is
Okay.
undead.
Mhm.
So you have a +1 to fucking everything against him. And then that's my turn.
Okay. It has no particular resistance towards that sort of attack. A long, sweeping gash runs down from its shoulder to its hip, and it begins to pour ichor forth, but does not move. Vincent, there is a horrible thing in your face.
I'm okay. So one of the spirit instinct path for the barbarian. It says raging resistance. You resist negative damage as well as damage dealt by undead. I'm assuming I have to be raging for that resistance to apply, right? I mean, it doesn't specifically say so, but it's called raging resistance, so I would assume.
Let me
that.
double check the V. Thank you. Is this a passive? It's an instinct ability, a specialization ability, and then a passive resistance. That's a passive resistance.
Okay. Even though it's called raging resistance?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because the other things say when raging, so I wasn't sure.
Yep. Because it doesn't have the when raging or when using, then it's just a passive buff.
Yeah, because I know there are other things that will specifically say when raging.
Mm-hmm.
Specialization. Oh, I don't have specialization yet. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'll
Yeah, well,
check errata for it, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
I guess I would have taken less damage from him then, but
I mean, yeah. Worst case, you probably just have ended up at full.
yeah, I mean, I'm at full right now, so, but you probably didn't need to waste so much healing then.
You were right. While raging, you gain resistance equal to 3 plus your Constitution modifier to damage types based on your instinct.
Is that the resistance thing?
Yep, raging resistance.
Okay.
It's a
3
core
plus.
modifier.
You said 3 plus con mod? Or is resistance half? How does resistance work in Pathfinder?
3 plus con mod.
I'm fine. Put that in the effects so I remember. Alright, well, I will rage. Am I laying down still? Do I need to
Yes.
take an action to stand up?
Yeah, it was not an honorable attack.
Okay. What is the negatives to attacking while prone?
It is a penalty to attack and defense, I believe. I will double check that for you. It should also be listed on your effects page. Yep, there it is. There you go.
-2? Well, the only actions you can use while prone are crawl and stand. Wait, so can I attack or no?
The only move actions.
Oh, the only move actions, okay. I think I will, I'm gonna rage, and then... I think it's worth just to attack. Am I -2? Meh. Like, eh. Yeah, for this round I think I'll just attack him twice instead
Fair
of attempting to get up. Oof, could have been better. Could have been a lot better.
Strike, but it is wily to your attacks and dodges out of the way.
Okay.
All of these move as a block. So in fact, I'll just remove... Yeah, I'll just go ahead and remove all of these guys from initiative. Oops, not that one. Just to make combat a little bit faster, since I would just be clicking the next button anyway. Alright, so it is their turn collectively. They move all at the same time. So that one moves 10, this one moves 5, this one moves 10, this one moves 10, this one moves 20, this one moves 15, I'm sorry, 25, this one moves 15, that one moves 35, and this one moves 40. Now they all collectively take their next action together, which they all just elect to strike with their jaws. Hang on. There we go. That's what I want. I'll resolve it by group. So Reynald, please provide a will save. Nice. You feel something biting at the edges of your mind, but you fight it off. 2 critical hits. These are slashing attacks. Nope, doesn't do that. And okay, and normal damage. So 1 crit damage, 1 normal damage, and 1 normal damage. Nope, just 2. Okay, so 1 crit, 1 normal. So that is that, and then until you're healed next, Reynald, you gain Feebled 3. Alright, I'll go ahead and apply that damage to you.
Okay.
Okay, Marv.
Yep.
Here's
Alright.
a bite the clock.
Indeed. That's a lot of boys.
Strike with jaw, strike with jaw, strike with Okay, can you give me a fortitude save?
Sure.
Ooh.
Eh.
Okay, that's not great. Deal damage real quick. So they come down biting, and one of them grabs you by the shoulder wrenching your body to the side as another one bites between your shoulder blades, and you feel something pop. A dark energy begins burning through your body, and you gain the paralyzed condition
Oh, okay.
until healed.
Yeah.
Okay, that is that group. Two of them are going to try and bite Vincent, and one of them is going to try to bite Kios.
Well, that's not good.
Indeed.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that's the Wraith. Ignore those. The Wraith does not get to move on their move. It's just this one. So one bite on Vincent. Can you provide for me a will save? Woof. Alright. You gain sickened 2. And Kios. At the back of this tent, you see a dizzying whir of movement, and then suddenly everyone is surrounded.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
I thought
that
it
was
my
all
turn,
your
but that
actions.
was them
It's
attacking
your
me.
Yep.
Alright. What are these creatures attacking me? That's my recall knowledge.
Fair enough.
What would that check be?
These are an occult. What these are, you gain a lot of information. Firstly, I'll go in order of
I'm sorry. Let me clarify, just in case you. I'm talking about like the unknown. I know this is a wraith.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
First, know that they're called Sin Spawn. They have immunities, and that immunity is they are immune to any controlling effects.
Okay.
They also have a resistance to mental damage, and they have saves that provide extra benefits towards saves versus mental effects, and saves towards magic. They have a jaw and a claw attack. They can smell people's sins and select their targets appropriately.
Feel your sun scrolling on your back.
Are they linked to the wraith at all, or are they their own entities?
Sometimes wraiths are known to have an army of sinners, basically.
And what happens if that wraith dies?
Then they become unbound, but they'll still be there.
All right, so it's not. If they're unbound, would they attack each other, or they just keep attacking whoever they're attacking?
The main effect that will happen if you take down the wraith is that they will all stop moving and attacking coordinatedly. They're basically functioning as a singular hive mind.
Okay. All right. I gotcha. Would negative energy benefit them?
No, but it also doesn't harm them. They are not undead, they are aberrations.
Alright, so it would just be like a neutral thing, like whatever I roll, that's what damage they get, or would it be they are immune to it?
They're not immune to it, but they don't take specific damage from it.
Alright, I gotcha.
Like heal wouldn't affect them, but if it's like a ray of necrotic energy, that would be something that would.
Alright, in that case, I will shield. And then...
If you have Searing Light as well, that's effective against the Wraith.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to do. Searing Light against the Wraith, which critically missed. I don't suppose I have a... No, I don't have a hero point. Did I gain a hero point at any point during this session? Probably not.
Let's go ahead and give you guys a hero point for this combat.
Alright, well then I'm going to go ahead and spend that to reroll. Because even +8 would screw me, so... There we go, hit by 6.
Nice.
And then click the damage again for the good. I think that's the same thing I rolled for mine.
Yep. It takes no damage from the fire. It takes full damage from the good.
Right, yeah. So after the shield, that would be my turn, but my compy will bite the closest to them, which will be that one.
Give me a bite.
Hold on, the screen minimized. There you go. And then compy damage is this.
It takes that damage. Alrighty. Marv. By the way, the Wraith is not happy about what you just did.
I don't doubt it.
I mean, I am paralyzed. Do I make a save to get out of it, or am I just paralyzed?
You're just paralyzed for the moment.
Alright. I suppose I'll try and spasm. That's all I can do. I'll try and yell to somebody that I can't move.
Alright. Back around at the top with the Wraith. How mad is it? Will save.
Sorry, clearly something's wrong with my spell card. Because I no longer have
no,
control.
It's going to be stupid. It will continue to strike Vincent.
There we go. I was on both of these slots.
And could you provide for me a fort save for each of those?
I should probably mark that down.
When is it 3?
Yes, versus DC 23. So pass, fail.
Hey, Fate, I accidentally dragged Searing or Spiritual Weapon on the board.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see that.
What that was
I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to expand my character sheet, and all of a sudden I dragged it out of my repertoire. So I had to go into the spells, database and grab it back. So if you could just delete that, I fixed everything else.
You got it. Okay, I told it to delete. I think I just broke the interface by deleting that.
Shit. I'm sorry I broke everything.
No problem. It's nothing an F5 shouldn't be able to fix. Yeah, it's fine now. Okay. And dealing damage. Vincent is not looking great, but he's alive. Reynald.
Okay, I'm gonna 3-action heal, because
I
people
should.
are injured and have things that go away when they get healed.
So I should take 3 plus con mod, reduce damage from each of those attacks, right? So
Oh, yes.
7. So I just add 21 damage for 21.
If Marv's is somewhere on that line, he also gets healed for 30. Or for 15. Wraith also takes it.
Great, you are no longer paralyzed, Marv.
Alright.
And Vincent, you gain that healing back.
And the
Okay.
15 or the 21? Which one got added already?
Oh, I already got the ad back, so here, I got you.
Okay. I don't want to double up.
Fair enough.
And then that's my turn.
Fair enough. Vincent,
Alright,
You're-
I think this,
you're having a great day where your wounds are being constantly healed back up, but it keeps digging deep into your body every time.
Yeah, I mean, it could be better, it could be worse, honestly. So, you know, I'm going to use the stand action. Maybe.
Do I also lose the enfeebled from getting healed?
Oh, that persists until end of combat.
Okay.
There we go. Stand action.
Yep.
And then, attack action. Oh, not today. Oh,
Hey.
oh boy. It's either a miss or a crit, that's how it works.
What do we get from the crit hit deck? And a D4 persistent bleed damage. Unfortunate. Well, it doesn't take that.
There's also a +2, I guess, to that damage from being the sanctified ground.
And he's, flat-footed now, I guess?
Woo, not you!
I don't want to take 58 damage.
Sorry for any possible heart attacks that might have generated.
Was that nat 20? Oh, it was, okay.
Yeah, that
And
was a
then-
nat 20, yeah.
And he's, flat-footed, I guess, from the critical specialization thing.
It is not happy about it.
Well, I'm not really happy about it clawing me out of my sleep, so...
You tear basically its body in half, and though it's like kind of bent over, it's still perfectly capable of attacking you.
I don't know if these are, like, incorporeal or what, but my attacks all have,
The Wraith is.
they all have the
Mhm.
ghost touch rune property on my attacks.
Can't you also do positive damage with your attacks? Or is that a... You always
Yeah.
have to do it if you do it?
I think I always, or I can choose to either do positive or negative damage or just normal. So I guess if they look like spooky ghosts, they would be taking positive damage in ghost rune touch property.
Oh, and for each one of these that hits you, Reynald, could you please provide for me a will save?
William save.
2, 1, 2. And a fumble. It takes a persistent bleed damage.
So what is that, 4 will saves?
Yes. Okay. Second.
Honestly, that 17's the only danger.
It bites into you, and you feel suddenly weakening knees. All right, damage time. And wham, 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 wham. All right, that is that block. They're done with the biting. What does the Wraith think? Does it really dislike Vincent that much? Vincent, pick high or low. Because it either doesn't like you or it hates you.
I pick low.
Okay. All of them start attacking Vincent.
It happens to the best of us.
Oh,
That's me. I'm the best of us. That's why they're attacking me.
Good news, Kios. That means none of them are attacking you.
Come
Well,
at
that's
me,
good.
boys.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They're not doing great on the melee attacks.
Imagine if I had my ghoul hide armor on. If only. I don't have 10 minutes for that though.
Okay, that was 1 strike there. Nope, 2. 2, they got through. So could you provide for me 2 will saves?
Yes. Is it these guys don't get the negatives from being these guys aren't undead, right? It's
Nope.
only the
Yeah, you don't get the
one-
bonuses against them.
Okay.
Yep, sadly. All right. A horrible energy starts coursing through you.
I'm getting quite a lot of debuffs if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
They're racking up.
Unfortunately, they're already maxed out on the sin that they have imparted, so no further sickened. Because it only goes up to the maximal value. All right. One is going to try and bite Marv, because they don't know how dangerous Marv is yet.
Did you apply the damage for me? Which one was it?
Oh, I have
17
Yes, I did.
damage? Did?
Yep.
Okay.
Marv dances around those attacks with his newly regained backbone. A bite, and then a fumble on Pancake.
I'll teach him to be racist.
It is fatigued.
Pancake is?
Nope, this guy is. And the compy takes 10 piercing.
Well, that's not good. He can only take 2 more of those attacks before he dies.
And that is all of their attacks and movements. Kios.
Okay,
The compy is currently lying in the jaws of one of the horrible statue creatures.
because of the spookiness of what we faced before, I should have grabbed another Searing Light, but I don't have it. So... and I wasn't attacked with my shield, so that went to waste. I suppose I'll pop guidance on, say, Vincent, since he's having such a bad time.
He's having a really bad time.
He's having a
Yeah.
real bad time.
I'm doing my job. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. And then I'll cast Spiritual Weapon and have him the weapon to target the Wraith,
Fair enough.
which will give 12 damage.
Ooh, he's not happy about that. It hisses and
And then the
convulses in the air.
compy, freaking out, attacks the same person they attacked before. And damage. One whole damage.
One entire damage.
Little nibble happened right there.
It is accounted for.
And that would be my turn.
Right, Marv? It's time for your debut.
Which one was it that stunned me?
It's this one right here.
Alright. I suppose I will attempt to beat the crap out of it. First stand up and then attempt to do that. 1, 2, 3. I did 4 on accident.
That's all right.
Yeah, the first 3, so that's crit and 2 hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And DC 22 fortitude save if it can be stunned. I really don't know.
It can't currently, but it is knocked apart.
Alright.
It explodes like a ripe watermelon, bursting from the inside, spraying the interior of the tent with sticky black ichor.
This was a big mess.
Back around.
Alright.
Okay. Wraith sees how this is going. Never mind. It doesn't see where this is going. And a fortitude save for each of those, please.
I really don't like me.
Uh-huh.
How many is it? 1, 2, 3, and 3 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Look, it can't get much worse. Okay?
It really can't. It only has a max to drain 4.
That's right. Do I
Big
die
enough.
instantly at drain 4?
Right,
Hold on.
four.
Hold on. Do I die instantly at one of these?
No, that's doomed.
Doomed.
Okay, okay.
Thankfully, it's not hurling doomed around.
Yeah,
That is
those
far more
were the Renault
terrifying
ghosts.
creature. That's a terrifying creature.
Uh,
This one is just horrifying. Okay, so 2 crits and a damage. Again and again, it dices through your chest, desperately clawing towards your heart. Thank you. But you're still alive. Right on. Things are getting desperate in the tent.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm fine.
Well, I'm gonna battle medicine myself first. So that was 26. That'll just heal. The assurance and the other thing. Oh, I don't need to do that math. That's just 51. Yeah, I figured they'd have that.
Could you please provide for me a will save?
Yep.
Thank you. You don't care about that. 12 damage. I gotcha.
Okay. Next, I'm gonna stab one of these guys.
Fair enough.
Miss.
They're tougher than you thought.
And then I'm gonna raise a shield.
Fair. Given
And
the-
that's my turn.
All right, Vincent. Time for your big action here a moment.
Right. It's time for you to go down, Mr. Spooky Ghost.
anime comeback time.
Anime comeback time. What damage type is he dealing? Slashing?
Negative.
Negative? Okay. Yeah, I think it's best to just attack him. Yep. Okay, well. Oh boy. A normal hit.
Oh boy.
A normal hit.
Wow.
And Like I said, I do have Ghost Rune and Ghost Touch Rune and passive damage if that makes a difference. Well, the old one and done.
All right. The Sin Spawn continue to act as one. Starting with, I'm sorry, Reynal. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. A fumble. Why do they keep rolling? Doomed and stupefied. As a doomed rock. There we go. Now you have seen a dumb rock.
That's 5 will saves I gotta make.
Yes. You don't care about any of their clawing and jawing, at least as far as that's concerned, and now comes the pain. Let's see, that's 1 critical, 1, 2, 3 hits. Ooh, they're not messing around down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna shield block the second attack there, I guess. So I'm gonna take 1 from that one.
Full -1. Then 8 and 9.
I'm unconscious.
But not dead.
A lot of debuffs, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, for a second I thought they went off my character token because the guy below me has debuffs.
You're at exactly 0, so you're not dying yet.
Kind of sucks that you're the only person with healing
Yeah.
meds.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you take off my gloves and smack me with them, I heal.
I actually have an elixir of life, so if I can get to you, I can pour that down your throat. You'll just owe me, like, a little bit.
Critical damage, critical towards itself, and do Vincent. They are working very well, and they managed to overwhelm you.
Where this is going?
Things are getting very bad very fast in this tent. Mark, there's one attacking you.
Oh.
Could you provide a will save for me?
Sure.
Nice. You don't care about that crap. Whatever. Vincent and Reynald get a hero point. Kios, the one that was biting the compy, drops it and attacks you. Very poorly.
I am one lucky bastard, dude.
Wow.
Self. Having seen your companions fall to a flurry of bites, you get the hell out of the way of its jaws. And it bites its own tongue. That is their turn. It is now yours.
Okay. Sustaining spiritual weapon. Attack. Miss. Doesn't matter. Divine Lance. Attack. Damage. 13. And then... Ooh! Different from the other two. My compy will bite this guy. Actually, there you go. And it missed. That is my turn.
Marv.
I will attempt to punch this boy again. Actually, Tiger stands first. I don't know if that matters, but let me see. Nice.
I see a lot of greens.
Yeah. There's 3 damage. And yeah. There you go.
1, 2. I'll apply the third attack to this guy over here.
Alright.
Another one explodes into a gory, unfortunate mess, popping like a ripe fruit. Back around to the top. Okay, things are not going well for Wraith. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Wait, is Pancake dead?
Unconscious. You said I had 2 left, so
Oh.
I'm giving it some attacks beyond the Wraith.
All right.
The Wraith disappears. Reynald is unconscious. Vincent is unconscious. Their collective turn arrives. This guy out of the way. Marv. As one of them is exploding, suddenly another one is standing right where that one was.
Oh. I don't like that.
This one has nowhere to go. He'll just stand outside threateningly.
Alright.
Okay, so these guys only get to attack once. Alright, they are not going to target Vincent. They are much more interested in Marv right now. 1 attack for that guy. Then 1, 2, 1, 2. Hard man to hit. 2 will saves, please.
Okay. Nope.
You don't care. You have no sins that they can reach, at least.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say is.
One of them wearing house without rags. You're like,
No, I took care of it. It's okay.
it's fine. They don't know what's going
It doesn't count anymore.
Kios, you've got 2 of them on you. You are fighting desperately for your life. Will save, please. You feel their sins trying to creep into you, but you fight them off. Alright, that is their turn. And it is now yours.
I have a complaint to wage because apparently I just grabbed one of my spells and dragged it into the scene. It's somewhere over here.
It's right down here.
Yeah, I don't know what spell it is.
Oh, hold on. I'll see if I can get it to you.
But
Nope, I just picked it up.
all right. Well, it was apparently I lost
Oh, no.
Admonishing Ray,
Let me
and
find it.
I now have to go back and grab it again.
I don't even know where that ended up.
It's probably in your inventory.
You just, I'm just imagining it be like a freaking Minecraft situation, like you try to cast a spell and it just drops as an item on the floor, like just hovering on the floor.
Yeah, no, it's not in my inventory or my spell list, so
Okay,
it's just gone.
it doesn't
Add it to
matter.
your inventory again.
Yeah, no, I did. All right, so standing spiritual weapon, which will then target, I suppose, the person nearest to me. So attack and damage. How's that
He's
person
wounded.
doing? Just injured?
Sorry, say again.
How are they doing after that?
Yes. Injured.
Injured. All right. From my recall knowledge, they had a resistance against mental, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. But they did not have a resistance against cold or evil.
Right.
Alright, well then I'm targeting this guy. And... Oh, come on. Alright, well, guess it doesn't matter. Spent Chilling Darkness on that. And my copy will... attack the same guy that I was attacking.
Nice.
Wow. Just multiply that by 2, which is 4 damage.
What sort of damage is this?
This,
Piercing?
I would assume it's piercing. It doesn't say on the sheet. It's piercing and or poison. So
I think it's piercing because it's
yeah,
its jaws.
it's teeth. So piercing.
Clumsy 2. And it can't use one of its hands.
And that is my turn. It's a Marv.
Hey, Will, I don't have any idea why these guys are reappearing, so I guess maybe if I just keep killing them, they might go away.
In fairness, now is a difficult time for deep philosophical thinking.
Yeah, a little bit. Alright, so that was,
Hit, critical hit, hit.
yeah. Did I? Yeah.
Destroyed. It pops.
Right.
And that one is chipped.
Yeah.
Alright, back around to Reynal and then Vincent. And it is their turn again. This one will move up now that it has things to do. And this one is going to step over Vincent's body. So this guy only gets 1 and this guy only gets 1. We will begin with Kios. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see what that critical hit was. It's normal, but you can't heal damage unless you've rested at least 8 hours. So it negates the double damage.
That's fine.
So,
I'd actually prefer that. I mean,
that is normal damage and normal damage. 2 will saves, please. Oof. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay. All right. So finally, they've managed to claw their way in, and you begin to feel a deep guilt. It's hard to pin source to it, though. But they seem to be burying deeper and deeper.
Well, I'm at
You gain
half,
additional
so.
sticky 2. Oop, not that one. Okay, Marv.
Yep. All
Train,
right.
pain train cometh.
All right.
1 attack. I say the pain train cometh, and then miss.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
2, 1, 2. You become more resolute in the face of death. You're in fine form. Kios.
I have traveled with Marv's a lot. What's his fortitude bonus?
You would suspect that he is an expert in fortitude saves.
If I cast Interstellar Void, would it hurt Vincent?
It could, depending on the placement.
Could I place it outside of the tent?
If someone spends a hero point, yes.
Does
I'll
anybody
spend
have a
one for that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, then I can actually, grab a 30-foot radius that doesn't include literally everybody.
It's just I keep thinking about Darkest Dungeon. It's just sitting there watching that, just sitting there thinking about this door, and you're just taking about 30 hits and get super lucky and just don't die.
Can you move that 30-foot radius up a couple there? There.
Yeah, no. I was just doing that so I could get a 30-foot radius.
Yep.
Oh.
I think that only actually hits 2 of them currently.
This one hits 4, doesn't it?
I actually can't see into the tent, I guess.
Yeah,
oh yeah, that would hit a bunch.
Mhm.
It is currently hitting me.
Alright, that's
No,
gonna
you're
hit.
safe.
That's
No,
gonna
yeah,
hit
you're
my.
good now.
That's gonna hit my compy, but I think everything else is fine, right?
Yep. Of course, Marv will be in the range, but
Alright, so everything within that range now takes a fortitude save. Wait. Target is cloaked in a freezing void, which deal.
Just toss the spell into chat.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, if I sustain it, then they have to do a fortitude save. When you sustain the spell on future turns with a basic fortitude
You do
save.
need to target a creature.
Oh, I do. Fuck, that kind of ruins it, doesn't it?
throw your compy.
Yeah.
Spell focus.
That's not worth it.
Also, that's just on one target.
No, it has a 30-foot radius though.
Yeah, it's you target one creature, and then the 30-foot area around them is.
Right. It's not the best, to be honest, especially once if you have any melee character, it's not the best. But yeah.
No, I mean you put it on the melee character, I think, and then just no, because then when you sustain it, they're fatigued.
Right, that person is still gonna get hit though. That person is still gonna be in the 30-foot radius. But I suppose I will sustain spiritual weapon on them.
So are you not casting Interstellar Void?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, and I'll add the hero point back here.
Yeah. That was
It's weird.
unfortunate. So it's 12 damage.
It's weird that it only does 3d6. Shouldn't it be heightened to your... Oh, because it's 3rd level. Okay, yeah, I get it.
And then I will Divine Lance that same person, which is another critical. So 24 damage. And then
Okay,
I
hang
will...
on.
Is that person dead?
So you declined to do the Interstellar Void, and instead you're doing Spiritual Weapon and...
Yeah, on the same person too, yeah.
Okay, got it. I just want to make sure that I was processing all this correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. And then... that one gets blasted to pieces.
I was talking about the one just directly below me.
Oh, you were targeting that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize.
No, I mean, that one had more HP, so if you want to, take care of that
It
one,
would
I'm
hit
fine with
either
that.
way. Yeah.
Either one works, I guess. It doesn't matter.
Okay, fair enough.
Whichever one doesn't die, it's attacked by that, which does nothing. Wait, Pancake died, so I guess that does nothing anyways, so that is my turn.
Mark.
Alright. I suppose I'll yield reliable once again. Alright. Wait a minute. Okay, so that's 1, 2, a crit, and a miss. Okay.
Yep. Begin rolling the damage.
Indeed. Alright.
Exploded. Exploded.
Yep. Nice. Well, I don't have any actions left, never mind. That's all I can do.
Thankfully, no more immediately fill their places.
Alright.
Back around to them. Okay. They're no longer hive-minded. I'm going to give them a intelligence per group to coordinate. They are definitely not coordinated. Okay, so they're just going to attack Marv.
Alright.
Oh, right, they're no longer hive-minded, which means that they are back to their normal set.
Oh. Oof.
18, 16, 21. I believe all of those miss as well.
Yeah.
Yep. So a flurry of attacks and nothing strikes. Kios.
All right. Let's see here. Gotta expand my character sheet once again. Sustaining spiritual weapon. So attack, miss, And then Divine Lance. To critical. So 56 damage? No, that was the oh wait, no. Sorry, half as much. 28 damage.
Nope, that's correct.
No, the attack roll was 28, and then the damage was 14, so... Oh wait, that is 28 damage. Yeah.
Mhm.
That is one singular 28 damage. And my compy's dead, so... That's me over.
That's okay, that one was bigoted. We'll get a better one.
What do you mean you get a better one?
Was bigoted.
That one was bigoted. No, hopefully
Yeah.
the next spawn of my pancake will be, perfect or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like on the home screen.
It's like the freaking alpha pancake, you gotta evolve it.
Yeah.
Alright, hang on. I turned off token mold. Hang on. Conscientious.
Conscientious. I can work with that. As long as it's not bigoted.
Yeah.
Alright, Marv.
Well, now the conscientious one just vanished out of the entire world, so...
Oh, that's alright. I just hit it because it's technically not around.
I'd like to move to here and yield reliable.
They don't get an attack of opportunity, although they would love one.
Oh, that's annoying. Alright, well, there's a damage. Hopefully I don't knock myself out again.
Let's see. Nope, it's just 2d6 slashing damage.
Alright.
Ooh, 12?
Okay.
Critical Fumble deck is mean today.
I know. Well, that's mean all the time. If I ever critical fumble on an attack, I just freaking grievously injure myself every time. Alright.
Near death, but still up.
Alright.
Back around to the top. Alright. 6 attacks coming your way. Will you survive the onslaught?
Perhaps. Apparently. Oh, well.
Wow, combat goes way faster when like 2/3 of the encounter.
Yeah.
Okay, this is bludgeoning damage. You're deafened until you're healed. I like that that's a yelly face. Alright, so 1 crit, 1 damage, and can you provide for me 2 saves? It's unlikely that they're going to suddenly find sins in you now, but oh!
Oh, well, yeah. Apparently they will.
I spoke too soon! How dare it. We finally figured out a sordid past. You're sickened too.
Right.
And take 20 damage. Still up.
Yep.
But a little hazy on your feet.
Yep.
Cute.
Okay. Sustaining spiritual weapon. Which is a critical.
There you go.
So 16. Exploded. Wow. Okay. Sure. Divine damage 12. That's my turn.
Wounded, but not out.
Come on, Marv. You just gotta hit this guy at least once, and then we're done.
I am barely conscious. I cannot
I
hear.
know. I know.
You can't hear your encouragement.
Yeah. Alright. Actually target him. Hold on. Alright, there we go. And yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. There's a 3 damage. Alright. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. It's dead.
Alright.
Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna try and go and heal Renault.
He is covered in black ichor.
Okay, can I heal him in any way besides giving him my elixir of life?
The last time you tried that, you killed me.
You got better.
Alright,
It's
so
okay.
right, that's what I'm saying. Alright,
Yeah, and then you got stabbed, so don't be angry if you get stabbed again.
alright, so you get this much health. There you go, Renault.
Cool.
And I will remove that from my inventory.
Congratulations, you have survived those who failed the test.
And now you can heal everybody else. And
Yep.
that's how it works.
Are you injured at all, Kias?
I am down to half health, so.
Okay. So everybody gets 3d10.
Wow.
Jesus.
Nice.
Okay, so everybody gets that much.
28.
And then Vincent is real low. So Vincent, you get this plus 24.
Can I have my compy back, or is my compy dead?
Oh, yep, it comes back.
Alright,
And
because
Marvs,
he
you
gets
get
healed.
this plus 24.
Nice. Alright.
So that's 39 for you.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm 50 now of 62. I don't know if you have a one action heal you can spend on me, but
No, I've just spent all my heals.
alright, that's fine.
Hold on a minute. What was the... How much did I get?
So you've gained total. You've gained that much healing.
Okay.
So, it appears that as it fled, the horrific wraith left something behind. A thin, black ichor coated mask made of wood.
Yeah, I'm gonna yoink that. I don't know if it has any properties.
Don't put on the mask. You're going to
I'm
get
not-
cursed.
I'm not gonna put it on.
Stop
Alright?
stealing all of the items that turn out to be cursed.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
cursed.
it's less that just yoinking items. It's more the fact that it just came off of a stupid hive mind, spooky bleeding.
Every single one
ghost.
of those
Right,
items that you
but
pick
think
up
if I
like
could
that
summon
is cursed.
ghosts into a hive
Oh.
mind to work for us. What if the mask does that?
What if the mask just kills you when you put it on?
But
I
But you
guess
don't know that.
turns you
You,
into a fucking
you don't know
wraith.
that.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it
It's
just
fine.
kills you and
Yeah,
turns you
that's
into
why
a
you
wraith.
investigate it before saying you take it.
You touch it, it immediately just rips your soul
Yeah.
from your
Look,
body.
I'm
and
We've
you're
thinking
a
seen
more-
wraith.
Fate. You
I'm
saying
gonna-
you take it means you just grab it and bam, you're
Alright,
cursed.
yeah, you're right. I should specify when I say yoink it, I'm gonna grab it with like a cloth. I'm not gonna just grab it with my bare ass hands. I'm not that stupid.
Did you know that if an item is cursed and it binds to you, if you were touching something with an item that wasn't like anti-curse, it just also becomes glued to you.
I did not know that. So,
Does that actually
now I know.
happen? Like,
It can.
all right.
cursed to have a 10-foot pole glued to your arm?
I was
Just
thinking
glued
more,
to the end of your
Harry
hand.
Potter's Half-Blood Prince, where he like picks up the cursed necklace with a cloth.
So, this is an alchemical item.
That's interesting.
In order to identify it, you will need a lore alchemy
Don't have that.
or medicine.
Ooh, I have
Oh, that's
that.
that. Yeah, that's. Oh, I mean, I can also go for it, but it's not gonna do much.
You're still a little barfy right now, but you check it out.
I can at least try.
I guess I also could have just assuranced and gotten a 23.
So, Kios, you have no idea what this is.
Yeah.
Vincent.
No.
Sorry, Reynald. Yes. What this is called, I'll get into the effects, but it's pretty on the nose. This is called a Bloodhound Mask. It is an activatable item, which has a duration of 1 hour, at which point it is expended and just becomes a normal.
Oh. 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 Wow, I did
Single-use
not mean
mask
to
is
do that.
designed to be slipped over your mouth and nose, and its alchemical filter activated, all with one hand. Once activated, the mask sharpens odors, giving you an imprecise scent with a 30-foot range. You can't wear other masks while you're wearing the Bloodhound mask. When you use survival to track a creature by its scent, your proficiency is equal to your level, even if you're untrained, and the mask grants you a +2 item bonus to your survival check. The GM will set the survival DC based on the area's ability to hold scent rather than on visual clues, as normal for using scent.
Okay. And which tier of mask did you say it was?
This is a moderate.
Ooh. Well,
I just
give that to Vincent since it's for tracking, I guess.
I rolled 2 fortitude saves to try to get rid of my sickened. Is that fine? I assumed a 29 and a 25 met the DC for removing it.
It'll go away with rest. But let me check conditions.
The drained goes away with rest, but the sickened says you can use an action to
Yes.
get rid of the
You're right.
sickened.
You can barf to recover from the condition. You're right. Yes. You barf it out of you.
Thanks for doing that inside the tent.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
The tent is covered in stringy abstract paint, like splatters of ichor, which are slowly running down its interior.
Look, I went to bed and I got woke up by a specter sticking its claws inside of me and then teetered on the edge of life, going from like 30% HP back to full, back and forth, drained for a second too, and then dying and being brought back to life. I'm allowed to vomit twice inside the tent, okay? I'm a person too.
Just the fact.
I think I spent the first 3 turns of that combat healing, and then I died.
Yeah.
And you're definitely not going to be able to return it.
Okay.
Just the amount of stuff we've put on this tent and mended it and broken it and mended it. It's probably just you try to
Yeah.
take the thing down and it's just stiff.
And the insides are probably still covered in various fucking prayers from when Renault went insane.
Yep, it legitimately looks like just an art project made by some insane cultist.
So, finally, it seems, you're able to get some rest.
Oh god, that was only the second shift.
Yes.
That wasn't even all the second shift.
No, it wasn't.
Bad things always happen on your shift. I blame you.
They really do.
Yeah.
I mean, first shift is always the safest. That's why I take it. Nothing happens on first shift. It's always
Yeah,
second
we
or
figure anything that
third.
attacks us would instantly kill Kios, so we put him on the safe one.
It's either second or third, but it's never fourth. You know,
Because that Wraith would have just deleted Kios
Oh
if
no,
he
it
wasn't
would
paying
have.
attention.
No, I would have been fucked.
I mean,
Because
it half health Vincent.
a pure magic build is not at all powerful until later levels, and we barely get to level 10 in Fate's campaign. So
we're getting there.
Yeah.
slowly,
we only have
we're working our way
one more
there.
level and we get 4th level spells.
Ooh,
Mhm.
Well, it doesn't
that's
help
when-
either that you're a divine caster, which is a bit on the
Yeah.
weaker end
Yeah, it
damage
is.
wise.
His is a little bit souped up just because of class, but yeah.
Yeah, you get
It
your
would-
signature spells that are nice.
It would have helped if I put more points into Dex, so I could at least be, you know, like a crossbow magic person rather than just purely magic with, you know, last ditch crossbow. You know what I'm
You've
saying?
got pretty good. Well, you've got moderate defense at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were dodging attacks like nobody's business.
Is this mask a consumable item, or is it
Yes.
like a...
Yeah, it's
Okay.
one-time use.
Then it just becomes a creepy mask. After
You
you
slap it on, it gives you some meth or whatever. Makes you smell good.
Yep.
It doesn't make you smell good, it makes you good at smelling, that is.
Ooh.
Yes.
It makes you smell well.
You make putting on the mask that you do not smell good.
God, that would be awful. You put on the mask and enhances your scent, and then you realize that none of us have ever showered in this campaign.
That's unfortunately kind of standard for not nobility.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can take two
Well,
things to do.
I mean, there's like bathhouses and things like, and even maybe you're not like an actual bath, but it's you clean yourself up a little bit.
True,
Make
but
sure
not
to
on the road.
follow. Make sure to
Mhm.
follow my barbarian ancestors and shower at least once a week.
Yeah.
In recognition of an encounter in which the party nearly lost its lives, I'm awarding a major experience. Additional reward.
It was close.
Eh,
It could have
Closer
gone
than
better,
normal.
if I'm honest with you.
40 XP, dude. For that whole encounter, 40 XP.
nice.
That's
Some
also
already.
encounter XP.
We got 80 earlier. That's
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's right. Yeah.
That's 1.5.
We got the
That's not
same
bad.
amount for killing rats.
we actually did.
I'd much rather fight the rats.
Can we
Rats
fight more rats?
Wait, no, don't say that. The
No,
fucking
no,
second
now you
watch
said
isn't
it.
done yet.
The world has heard it.
I have yet
Damn
to
it,
do my
yes.
I have yet to do my 3 action harm.
Oh, the
Still
day is
good
coming.
to go.
No, it's the one slot for harm. You just can pick how many actions you spend on it.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. I have yet to do my 3 action harm where I can't see
That's
what
true,
I
yeah,
do
where you kill
because-
half the party.
They
Yep.
just
I mean, that's really what it is. It's with everybody within 30 feet of me gets a D8 of negative energy.
You
Maybe-
oughta, if you get a chance to retrain your signature spells, you might want to put it on that.
I mean, I want to. I did animate dead,
That'd probably
which
be more useful than
Yeah.
animate dead,
yeah, animate dead was not the best to put it on, but
animate meme.
how long
Hmm.
does it take to redo signature spells? It's like a full day, isn't it?
I thought since there's a class feature, it's like a week of downtime or something.
I don't know.
Like I thought it was a decent amount of time.
No, it's a decent chunk of time regardless, but like I gotta actually pull it up real quick.
Oh. I haven't looked at it. I didn't realize that they dropped it down significantly. That's fair though, because at least from Kingmaker, holy Christ, Animate Dead is broken.
Uh,
All right, boys, we're walking up to this encounter. All right, cool. I'm just gonna summon 27 skeletons.
yeah, just play Path of Exile instead of D&D.
Don't worry, I'm going to give them all haste.
Yep.
You've
This
all
is
been given a
completely-
ticket to Mr. Bones' Wild Ride.
takes
There are
as
no
much-
refunds.
It takes as much time as retraining a spell normally does. That is the description. I don't know how long does it take to retrain a spell.
I think it's something to do with the spell's level,
Yeah. I'll get you the rules for that real quick.
which with harm should actually be pretty easy because it's a first level.
Right.
Yep.
I either have like the Admonishing Ray, which is the bitch slap spell, which honestly is a little bit better than harm. Animate Dead, Lock, Harm, or Command to have as, my signature. And honestly, at that point, I'd rather have the bitch slap over harm.
Yeah.
1 week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a ridiculous amount of time. Anyways.
Yeah, I'll I guess treat wounds myself here while I'm beginning the rest of my watch.
You notice something curious beyond the mask that was left behind. There is a single silver, almost like a coin, left on the ground near one of the exploded rocks.
I'm gonna poke it with the blood of a Ravis before I pick it up.
You now have his coin sword.
Glued to the end of it.
Nope, not cursed, thankfully.
It's a coin mimic.
Anything with the object reading on it, or is it just a coin?
Give me a fortitude save.
Cool.
You're unconscious.
Unlucky.
I never even lost the first
He
unconscious.
out with the blood of Ravis and then just falls over.
Oh.
So yeah, I guess I'd be unconscious like there if it was one of the ones I killed.
Yep. Next to the coin.
If I see him knocked out, I suppose I'll try to wake him up.
He wakes up after a moment.
Oh, okay.
Reynald,
Mm-hmm.
your intelligence has dropped by 2.
Jesus.
It's temporary attribute damage. You
Oh.
regain 1 per rest.
Ah, that's not as bad. I don't use my hint for anything anyways.
You're not sure what happened.
Huh. Well, I'm keeping that coin. Coin that makes you dumb. I like that.
It has a stamped symbol on the front of a large triangular mountain flanked by 2 smaller ones, and above it a circle, which is representing a crescented moon.
Excuse me, I am very
Yeah,
interested in that coin. What
I'll
the
throw
fuck?
the coin that makes you dumb at Kiosk then.
Don't throw it at me. Wait, hold on. Are you
I'm
gonna
tossing
actually?
it to you.
Oh god damn it! I'm gonna catch it. Instinctual. I'm gonna catch it.
Make a
Will
reflex.
save.
Oh, boy.
What kind of save?
Will save. Okay, you don't fall unconscious.
All right, good.
However,
Oh
you
fuck!
lose your focus points.
I lose my focus points,
They just you'll have to regain them normally.
but
Um,
I regain them after like meditating for 10 minutes, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
Hmm.
fine. I don't
Coin
give two
that
shits
makes you
about them
dumb
then.
is struck again.
However,
Coin.
you won't be able to regain focus points while you're holding onto this coin.
Just the coin is way too distracting. You can't meditate while
God
you're
damn
holding it.
it, dude!
Wait, why don't we just put it in the bag that makes things not work that Marv says?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd like to
Safer.
study it, but like it wasn't even my shift yet, dude. You could have at least tossed it to me in the morning. You just woke me up to make me stupid. Like
No, it was you were still awake.
Haha,
This
nerd, hold
would have
the
been
coin.
looting the
Coin
fucking
knocked me out.
counter.
You woke me up just to give me brain damage. That's what just happened.
Gio,
Payback for you killing me.
for the time that you're holding this coin, you feel a strange connection to the stars. You begin lifting off the ground.
What the heck is
My-
this coin made of?
am I thinking like magic mushrooms kind of lifting off the ground, or am I like?
You're currently about 1.5 feet.
All right, well then I'm gonna toss it on the ground. I'm not gonna like.
You immediately drop to your feet with a
Can I just quick grab Marv's magic bag of Don't Work McGee and just toss it in there?
I mean, if Mark will to grab it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, I don't want to touch the coin. After seeing people grab the coin and pass out and whatnot, I will open the bag and let you put it in there.
I will grab the coin again and I will observe it. But as soon as I start, or study it, I will try and compare the designs to what I've seen in the past. That's what I'm studying.
So
But
in
after
Marv's
that, I will
bag-
toss it into the bag, and I don't want to touch it after that.
In Marv's bag, do we have what, the coin that makes you dumb, and the evil version of the questionably evil sword?
Wait, actually, can I put it in my shadow?
Yeah.
I'll put it in my shadow.
Oh yeah.
Does my entire body after that lift up because it's inside my shadow, or does my shadow start running away from me like Peter Pan?
Your shadow starts molding into your body.
Is that actually what's happening?
Yeah.
It's not a
Yep.
meme.
It's creeping onto you now.
All right, then I'm gonna try and grab the coin out of my shadow.
Give me a athletics.
Oh, fuck! I'm not good at that.
Your shadow has the coin and it doesn't want to let go of the coin. Shadow is greedy.
That's kind of what's happening. Yeah, there's a pressure behind it, but eventually it's out of the shadow, and then the shadow just splooshes back onto the ground and stabilizes.
Yeah, then I'm gonna yeet that into the bag.
All hail the coin that makes you dumb.
All right, Mark. Reflex save.
Okay.
Cool. You take 0 divine damage.
Okay.
It hits the compartment pouch, and then immediately there is a brilliant of just a river of sparks that just blasts out of it like a cannon.
Did I break your bag?
I don't know.
I'm sorry if I did.
It quiets down after a second, but you feel your bag vibrating. If you look down into the pouch, it's like bouncing off the walls. It refuses to stay put.
All right. I mean,
can we Accio coin and then just toss it on the ground?
I mean, the backpack will contain it. It is containing it. It's just
kind of
it refuses to be stationary. It's like it's constantly creating electric sparks.
Let's see, I'm kind of afraid to just open the bag because it's gonna fly out and hit me in the forehead now.
And then you gotta take the will save to make sure you're not fucking stupid.
Right.
This coin definitely feels important. Interesting note about it. It seems very similar to designs and depictions that you've seen before, with one major concession. All of the prior depictions of the Forgotten Woe, Hall of Forgotten Woe, standing in the shadow of Ferris Peak, has been a singular, solitary, triangular mountain. This is a triangular mountain flanked by 2 others. And it seems like a very old depiction. This might be from the Hall of Forgotten Woe.
Oh.
I guess that's kind of promising.
Maybe we just gotta look for 3 mountains.
And the terrifying and spooky kind of way, I think that might be promising.
Perhaps.
And I won't require a roll to recognize it. Whenever that coin was tossed into Marv's bag, it cast spray of stars. That's the thing that you saw.
Oh.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
You have it.
Brave stars?
Spray of stars.
Spray of stars. Gotcha.
From what it's just 1d4
Yeah,
fire
it's
damage.
1d4 fire. Yeah.
Except
But,
it hits
And then
What?
some people can get dazzled by it, dude.
it gets heightened by the caster level.
Kind of.
It's automatically heightened to the caster level. So, for instance, right now with Kios, since he's level 6, it should be doing 64.
Oh, okay.
Wait, it's doing 64 damage to me?
It should just do
No.
3d4 if it's heightened to, because it should be heightened to what the spells are.
It's first level. And then, so it goes up 5 ranks because of level 6.
But the
What?
automatically heightened goes to whatever the highest level spell you can cast is, which is
Oh,
36.
right. Yeah, you're right.
I wish Divine Lance was doing 66 plus or 64 plus 4.
Yep.
Use nothing but that shit.
So, yeah. This feels like a strong connection to that site.
Alright, well that's good.
And that is where we will end today's game.
Alright.
Cool.
I'm genuinely afraid I'm going to take this stupid coin into a town, and I'm gonna open the bag and try to show it to somebody. Like, hey, look at this neat coin, and then it's just going to freaking explode.
Sir, pay for
Spray
that.
stars right into them.
All right, fine. And then you fall unconscious.
You basically like shove a sparkler into their eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just it's like you're just freaking little tiny wisp trying to weld in there, and you don't have any protection.
Hey, kid, look in my bag. Awesome.
Just freaking temporary blindness from just
Alright. I gotta go, guys. I gotta, wake up early and all that.
Yep.
Alright.
So,
See y'all next
Yeah.
week.
I'll see you.
Yeah.
See you guys.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.